Hello and welcome back to the Master League. We've got a new layout, ladies and gentlemen. It is purple. The green screen's still here, so thanks again for all your contributions. Abraham is 3 goals behind Lukaku in the Golden Boot race. We have Man United and West Ham, hopefully in today's episode. The camera doesn't cut out. But yeah, new Premier League colours, and just wait until we get into the game and you see what we've got going on. I'm very excited by it. I'm very excited. We've got new mods. This is the joy of playing on PC. You can mod this game to unbelievable levels. Obviously we're going to reject... Oh, no, hang on. Obviously we're going to reject that because Vegas, as I said, has been very, very good for us at the moment. So let's get into the game against Man United. Go through the lineup. How are we going to be playing? We will have... Well, everybody looks pretty up for it. Is anybody on the bench that is more up for it? No. I think we'll stick with that. Oh, yes. I love it when Tammy Abraham really fancies a game. We'll put... Lulic on the bench instead of a Bonlahor. Maybe take McGinn off the bench and give Rossi a go. Yeah, oh, I said before we get into the game, I did say we'll have to go and change that game plan again. Obviously, the Crystal Palace game wasn't on the episode. It got deleted from it, let's say. It was very entertaining. Won 3-2. Giuseppe Rossi actually scoring. He got his first goal for the club when he came on and got the winner. A 3-2 win, which was good. We backed out with the 2-1 win against Bristol City. A monumental 6-4 win against Spurs, which the game was all over the place. They're top of the league. Harry Kane got 2. Lucas Moura got 1 and Christian Eriksen got 1. We were brilliant. I mean, well, neither team wanted to defend. It was really weird. Like, we were brilliant going forwards, terrible at the back. They were good going forwards, terrible at the back. Our attack was just slightly better. But today, yeah, Man United. So let's get into it. We'll go back into the game plan so that we can sort this out. And just do what we did before. So the starting lineup doesn't change. It was Agbonlahor off for Lulic and Rossi on the bench for McGinn. We'll just swap these two over so that my OCD is happy. I think that's it, yeah. Let's go for that and get into the game. Let's just... Strips are all alright. Let's look at the stadium. Yes, at Old Trafford. Yes, the stadium mods are back. The ad board mods are back. And you're about to see what I'm very, very happy with. So we have music in the background as we get ready for the Premier League game. It's Man United versus Aston Villa. How good do these graphics work? The stadium and PA, I hope it's coming over the system, is playing the music. The teams come out. Alexis Sanchez leading out Man United. The referees in their proper Premier League kits as well. The Premier League board behind showing Villa and Man United. It's not quite Old Trafford, but doesn't really matter. Coca-Cola on the advertising boards. Together we're strong. Sony there as well. It's great. Look at this. The Premier League thing in the background. Let me know. Leave a like if you like all these new mods. The added realism that has been put into this Master League now. Aston Villa in their away kit in white and claret or maroon or whatever burgundy colour you want to call it. But yeah, here we go. Let's get into the game. We'll be back if anything interesting happens. Grealish into Weghorst. Weghorst holds it up. Looks for Tierney in the left back position. Let's try and get this into Abraham. He just nails it against Pogba's legs. And Valencia can't keep that in. So there is a throw-in to Aston Villa. Pretty dangerous territory. Tierney takes a touch, whips it into the box, looking for Abraham. Marcus Rojo gets it away. Man United coming in with an interesting lineup. It looks like it's a Sanchez and Lukaku partnership up front. McTominay plays midfield, but hang on, we'll come back to that as Abraham gets beaten in there again. Grealish tries to flick it out or back in towards Abraham. But yeah, Sanchez and Lukaku up front, Pogba and McTominay in the middle. They've got Nacho at left back. They've signed Nacho at left back. That's not Nacho Monreal, but the Nacho from Real Madrid. Valencia at right back, Rojo, and I'm not too sure, Eric Bailly in the middle, and then obviously David De Gea in goal. Coutinho has an overlapping run from Tierney. Kieran Tierney looks to get in, dinks out, looking for Weghorst, gets in front of Bailly, but can't get his shot on target. It's a goal kick to Man United. And we're 10 minutes in, 15 minutes in, yeah, 12 minutes in. We're just struggling to get through this defence and really break them down as Lukaku gets beaten in the air. Very well. Good positioning from Tuanzebe. Fred picks up. It's a foul on Abraham. And we'll just look for the big man of Weghorst from here. That's Nacho giving away the free kick. Tierney will just look to dink this one up towards Weghorst. He does, flicks it on well. Abraham gets there ahead of Rojo. Abraham one-on-one, goes for the finish. De Gea's got no chance. This man is on form. Abraham is class. Right, and this is the game. If Abraham can get a hat-trick and Lukaku doesn't score, then we know that he's going to be a joint with the Golden Boot. But that shows what Weghorst can do because his strength and his aerial ability is just incredible. And now we're going to go at them again. We're going to try and get a second goal here. It's not a 4-4-2 for Man United. It's actually a 4-3-3. They've got Martial on the right-hand side as well, but he's been kept very quiet and hasn't had any impact on this game. And at the moment, it's all about Aston Villa. As the ball gets laid out to Tierney again, we're going to try and get Weghorst back into the box. Tierney waiting for a run from Vitinho, doesn't get it. Back to Tierney, first time cross, hit Valencia, hit Martial, and then Valencia puts it out for a throw-in in a dangerous position. So, can Villa make anything of this? 1-0 up, 15 minutes gone. Grealish picks it up, dinks in a ball, looking for Abraham, gets above Nacho. De Gea spills it. I'm wondering if De Gea's on a down arrow, because his attempt for Abraham's finish was rubbish, and that save should have been a lot simpler than that. Munir gives it to Moses. Moses says, let's keep peppering them in the box. Fred gets it away, and it's another throw. And I'm just thinking they can't handle the big man at the moment in Weghorst. Moses lays it back to Cabezon. Looks to fire this one in towards Weghorst. Wins the... Oh, he does win the header. But De Gea pounces on that one quite easily. And looks to start a counter-attack. Sanchez knocks it down to Fred. Fred out to Nacho. Nacho is very isolated on that left-hand side. Now getting a few members of support. Sanchez holds it up. Moses puts him under pressure. Into Fred. Sanchez up to Martial. Round the corner to Lukaku. Lukaku's got a runner in Antonio Valencia, but Tierney beats him to the ball. And now Antonio Valencia is massively out of position. Pogba's been pulled out of central midfield. Grealish looks to feed that through to Weghorst, who gives it into Abraham's feet. Back to Grealish. And Aston Villa just got the lead. No need to panic. Grealish with a bit of space to run into. Cuts in field. Beats Pogba. Jack Grealish lays it out because he sees Vitinho in a lot of space. Vitinho, great little cut inside and turn. He doesn't quite beat Valencia though, and Grealish couldn't get on the end of it. Now Martial looks to spring an attack, and Tuanzebe can't get drawn out of position. He just tries to get back. That should be Mounier's ball, and it is. Moses then comes away with it. Grealish inside of him. Grealish, first time ball up to Abraham, into Weghorst. Intercepted well by Pogba. Pogba and McTominay both playing quite defensive, and that's what's giving Man United their strength in defence. It's the numbers that they've got back there. As Vitinho just keeps this alive. Good passing play from Villa. Out to Moses. Moses comes forward with it into Abraham's feet. Back to Grealish. You see the overland run for Mounier. Great ball. Can he pick out a pinpoint cross? He tries to. Bailey beats the air. Vitinho chest down and a hit that's blocked. Abraham gets beaten in the air by Rojo, but that should be a corner. Yeah, it's a goal kick. What the hell? What the hell? That most definitely came off Marcus Rojo. Vitinho chested it down. Shot deflected off Valencia. 50-50. Couldn't really tell, I guess, but yeah, they've now switched up to attacking fullbacks and swarm the box on defence, which is interesting. Lukaku wins that header. Martial tries to turn, feeds it back to Fred into McTominay. McTominay launches it out, and Sanchez has beaten Moses. In it goes to Lukaku. Shoots. Good save from Sommer. And that's the danger. That is the danger. They're very quick when they get the ball, and Lukaku is very powerful, and it's could be a game of the big men. Who has the bigger, Who has the bigger and better big man up front? Sommer palms it away for a corner. Now, can Aston Villa defend this corner? Pogba to whip it in as he curls it in with his right foot. Retsos looks to get under it, gets a good head to it. Moses with a touch. Grealish lays it into Tierney's path, who's got Abraham running in front of him. Goes to give it to the centre forward and does. Who then just lays it off, and Aston Villa deal with that very, very well. Impeccably. If I could speak, impeccably is what I was trying to say. Weghorst tries to feed in Grealish, couldn't quite get it through. And we're ticking down, 5 minutes to go until half-time. But Man United are just now chucking men forward. Martial, good tackle from Tuanzebe, but Martial gets it back from Pogba. Valencia's on the overlap, ball across, that's easy for the Aston Villa defence. And Tierney will look to give it to Vitinho, up to Grealish. Lots of space for Moses, but Grealish can't do anything with it. And it's into Lukaku, gets his shot off. And Sommer makes a good save. Lukaku gone down asking for a free kick, getting nothing. And Aston Villa now keep it alive. And it's Mounier coming forward into Fred. Fred, oh, that's a poor pass. Into Fred, what am I on about? Into Abraham. And it was a poor pass looking for Grealish. And Man United passing it around the back there. Do you know what? This feels like a very much a Mourinho Man United performance in the fact they're not putting too many men forward. They're just not playing very well. But that's blocked out. Valencia on the rebound. And he went with his left foot, and we all know Antonio Valencia does not have a left foot, and that goes over the bar, wayward, pretty much an open goal. As Lukaku brought that down well, good save from Sommer, but oh, Valencia, left-footed volley, one-footed Antonio, and that's a terrible, terrible effort. And that's a pretty terrible goal kick because McTominay will win that header straight into Lukaku. Looking out to Sanchez. Sanchez, good save again from Sommer. Pogba again to whip this one in with his right foot. Probably looking for Lukaku. It goes in towards Martial. Meunier is up there to get it away. And Moses just knocks it up to Weghorst. And that's half time. And at Old Trafford, Tammy Abraham has given Aston Villa a 1-0 lead. Second half underway. Man United bringing on Matic for McTominay. He must have been rested for fitness concerns, but hasn't really worked out. So they've brought on their big Serbian man, and Moses will put this in the box. Weghorst gets in front, and De Gea pushes it away. And again, De Gea not looking the most confident. That was straight at him. You'd think he would catch it, but he made the save, and that's the most important thing. Coutinho into Tierney. Tierney looks to dink this in. Rojo will get there before Abraham, and now Lukaku looks to turn and bring it away into Sanchez. Sanchez back to Lukaku. He's got Pogba there, but uses Martial up the line. Martial, good turn to create some space. Out it goes to Nacho. Moses just covering the space. Cabezon holding his position to try and stop that ball going into Lukaku. Martial turns, gets it into Lukaku. Great block from Tuanzebe. And this is where Villa are going to try and look to pounce as Man United chuck more men forward. Now Abraham holds this up. Lays it, lovely ball into Weghorst. Abraham looks to dink it over into Moses. Moses hasn't got the pace to get away, so tries a shot. It's terrible. And De Gea makes an easy catch. Abraham back to Moses. Abraham goes again and he tries to feed it through to him, but he doesn't. And now this gives Man United an opportunity. Cabezon comes over. That's a terrible pass from Martial into the... looking for Lukaku into his feet, but it was an awful, awful pass. Now Weghorst gets it into Abraham. Abraham with a spin. Didn't create any space and it just went into Pogba's path. But... he does close down Fred quickly. Moses picks it up. Sees Grealish in a bit of space. Feeds a lovely ball through to him. Jack Grealish with a shot from range. And De Gea saves it. Not Jack Grealish's forte. Really having those shots from range when he's running onto the ball. He needs it sort of laid back to him to have a real effort. With hitting it with his laces. I went for a bit of a curler with that one and didn't really pull it off. As Sanchez looks for Lukaku. And Tuanzebe again showing his old club what he can do. Abraham into Weghorst, back to Abraham. Rojo with a good tackle. And Nacho goes back to De Gea and Man United will start again. So as we reach the hour mark, Nacho has the ball at left back. It's still 1-0 to Villa. Man United still not chucking men forward, really, although they're at home. Lukaku looks to spin, but it just goes out. There's a lot of this from Man United, a lot of just keeping possession for possession's sake, and then trying to find Lukaku as again, unorthodoxly, Villa deal with the trouble. Out to Martial, there's a bit of space, got to track Lukaku in the middle. He gets the right side of Retsos, but his shot was poor. Retsos put him under good pressure. It goes for a throw-in. And I think Man United have just upped it to attacking. They have, so let's expect a bit of a barrage from the team in red. That's a terrible clearance from Moses. Falls into Martial's pass. We'll give him a shot. Give him space for a shot, and he nearly scores. Jan Sommer having a great game. Not too sure what Moses was trying there. Fell into Pogba's path, and now Man United are chucking men forward. Retsos and Vitinho are going to try and close down the short options. Meunier now. Meunier puts under Martial, dinks it in, looking for Matic. Matic with the overhead over the bar on his weaker foot. Not really troubling Sommer. Good athletic effort from the Serbian, but we'll watch it again because it was a decent effort. The ball came in there and yeah, just over the bar. Vitinho around the corner to Weghorst, who's Matic is stronger, but he's given away a free kick. So again, it gives an opportunity for Tierney to launch this in towards Weghorst. And can we get a knockdown? I think he's being marked by Baye. He is, and Baye quite easily gets there first. Sanchez then wins the knockdown of that one. Martial looking for Sanchez in front of him. Sanchez back to Pogba, back to Sanchez again, into a congested area. And Man United royally messed that one up. And now he's got Grealish running. Abraham, it was a poor layoff. And that gives Man United a chance. Restos held his position well. And Abraham could be in if we find the right pass, but we don't. Abraham, that's a terrible, terrible decision. What am I thinking there? Sanchez into Lukaku. Lukaku back to Sanchez. Sanchez holds on to the ball. And he flicks it over to Nacho. Meunier gets there. Can he keep it in? He does, but then he's tackled by Nacho. It goes off for a goal kick, and there is really no threat at the moment. We're going to make a quick sub. It's going to be Victor Moses coming off to be replaced by Celtido, and Eric Bailly shoving him off, as telling him to hurry up. But there we go. Right, let's just link this one very high up the pitch towards Weghorst. And can he win the knockdown? Yes, he can. Grealish then flicks it back to Tierney, but Martial's quicker on his toes. Lukaku picks it up. Oh my god, I've totally dived in with Tuanzebe. I really hope that's not a red card. I thought Lukaku's going to try and turn. It's a yellow, and the captain for Aston Villa possibly getting away with one there, because that was so late. So late. An unbelievably bad tackle. But it gives Man United a chance to dink one into the box. It's going to be Pogba. Looks into Martial with the overhead. Oh, it's hit the back stanchion. Wow, what an effort for Anthony Martial. As it was put in here, a good bicycle kick and then just past the post. Jan Sommer struggling to get there. There's been a few acrobatic efforts in this game. And now it is all Man United. They are swarming around us. And Martial's got the pace to get away from Tuanzebe. And he goes towards Sanchez. Meunier dives in to try and make the block. Salcedo with his fresh legs get back very well. Just looks to get this one away towards the big man Weghorst. Buys all over him now. Lukaku turns onto his left foot. Another good save from Sommer. Is this going to be another man of the match performance from Sommer? He has kept us in a lot of games here. And as this fell to Lukaku, he got it onto his favoured left and then just thought, I'll have a go. And Jan Sommer with a flying save to tip it over the bar and around the post. And now Man United trying the love train on the edge of the box. Pogba to whip this one in again. And it's up towards Martial. Meunier again with a good defensive header. Valencia is put under pressure by Abraham. He turns in well. Valencia beats a tackle and wins a dangerous free kick. And I really shouldn't dive in there. It's Jack Grealish this time, who may have injured Antonio Valencia. As he's on the floor in pain, Grealish picks up the yellow card. Now Antonio Valencia will probably have to go off for treatment. It was a cynical tackle again. And Pogba's surely going to shoot from this range this time. Retos is going to try and go back on the line and then push the guys offside. Pogba shoots. Deflects. Just past the post. Sommer was struggling. Hit off the wall. Oh, it actually was a good block from the wall, but Sommer was struggling with that one. And again, Pogba to whip another corner. I've lost track of how many corners Man United have had. Pogba swings it in. Meunier again gets his head to it. This time beating Matic in the air. Tuanzebe, Salcedo up to Abraham. Abraham tells Weghorst to get on his bike. Not the quickest Weghorst, but he's got in. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. And that is the big man's last action of the game as USA international Timothy Weah comes on to replace him. And Anthony Martial is replaced by Juan Mata for Man United. Vitinho sees the run of Grealish, who's just a bit tired. Bahia is very quick off his line there. And I think we're going to have to do Jack Grealish substitution next, because he is absolutely out on his legs. As that's a great ball looking for Fred. Retos gets a good block on it, and Meunier should get this. Keeps it alive, gives it to Salcedo. Gives it back to Meunier, and Aston Villa hold on. Weah out to Vitinho. Vitinho looks to give it back to Weah. He's beaten to the ball by Bailly, and Eric Bailly's had a very good game for Man United at the back. De Gea goes long looking for Lukaku. Retos wrestling with him. Sanchez will bring this down, flicks it through, looking for Nacho, who's still got the fitness. Into Juan Mata, round the corner. What an interception from Retos. That is like a goal-saving interception. Is it going to be enough? Tierney into Mata. Mata finishes it off. Matic with a lovely ball into him, and it's the substitute gets a goal. And we're going to take Grealish off to be replaced by Lulic. And then we'll put Vitinho into the middle as Mata rifled that into the top corner. Nothing that Sommer could do about that one. He's kept us in the game an awful lot, but that was a different class of a finish from Juan Mata, the substitute. And we've blinked first to use all of our subs, taking off the book Jack Grealish to bin on Lulic, push him out to the left wing and push Vitinho into an attack midfield role, which he has been quite successful in previous times, as Abraham holds this up, gives it to Meunier. Meunier comes forward, not really that much happening in front of him as options as he looks to turn back. He's got a runner there from Cabezon who likes a shot on his left foot, but Rojo with a fantastic sliding tackle. Lukaku looks to dink it over towards Sanchez. Retos gets there. Meunier into Vitinho. Up to Weah. Weah back to Vitinho. Round the corner to Abraham. Abraham waits for the run of Weah. Picks him out. First time shot. De Gea pours it away into Antonio Valencia's path. And it's up to Lukaku and Man United now. It's end to end as both teams are going for that winning goal. And it's into Mata, into Lukaku. Tierney comes over. Man United get a free kick. Lukaku takes it quickly, looking for Mata. Looks to spin away. Tuanzebe with some good defending, and Tierney will give this back to Sommer, who just looks to get it away. Vitinho beats Fred in the air. Tierney with a good ball up to Weir. In the field to Vitinho. Vitinho, come on, you've got to have the pace to get away from Matic. Come on, have the pace. He's got the pace. Vitinho shoots. He's hit the post. He's hit Matic. Oh, and it's cleared away. Oh, and there's the full-time whistle. Oh, Vitinho smacking the post with the last chance of the game. Oh, so unlucky for Vitinho. Unlucky for Villa in total. But to be honest, Man United, look at that. 16 shots, 8 on target. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Sommer. No, Abraham getting man of the match, but Sommer getting an equal rating as well. Yeah, wow. Yeah, leave a like. Let me know if you do enjoy those new graphics and stuff. So West Ham beat Wolves. Arsenal beat Liverpool 4-1. Wow, we drew with 1-1 with United. Chelsea beat Stoke 1-0. Tottenham beat Bristol City 5-0. Man City beating Palace 1-0. Bournemouth beating Leicester 3-1. Brighton beating drawing Southampton 2-2. Newcastle losing at home to Watford 4-2. And Huddersfield getting a great win over Everton 3-0. So that puts us up to 6th spot, which is wonderfully good. And puts us up in for the next game against West Ham United. So Bisejevic has to come in for this game because Tuanzebe is suspended. I think we're going to keep that same team. Abraham and Weghorst up front. Maybe Moses will start Saltido. He had a decent impact when he came on. Sobe not looking up for the bench. We'll put Lulic. In fact, what we're going to start with is we're actually going to start Lulic on the left wing and have Vitinho as a super sub if needed. So as we get the game underway, West Ham kick us off. We're playing away at the London Stadium is where we will be. And it's West Ham who are doing okay in the league. Not brilliant, but okay. And we'll be back if there's any major action. And there could be major action because this is straight from kickoff. Into Felipe Anderson. Felipe Anderson holds it up. He's drawn out maneuver. Into Javier Hernandez. Heads over the bar, and it's a very confident start from West Ham United. But Lulic is accelerating away from Pablo Zabaleta, as you would expect the youngster to do. Lulic looks to get a cross in, thinks up towards Weghorst, but can't win that header, and then Grealish can't keep it alive, but he's fouled Lanzini. So it's a West Ham free kick. So Saltido finds himself in a bit of space. He's got the big man at the back post, but goes in towards Abraham. Just over the bar as Abraham got above Diop to win the header. It was good football from Villa, very patient. West Ham are sort of not pressing as a team, so they're only having certain people press, and Saltido had a lot of time to pick out a cross. Abraham at the front post, but it goes over the bar. And yeah, Adrian will restart with a goal kick. So a blocked long-range shot ends in a corner for West Ham. Still inside the first 10 minutes. Snodgrass will lock this on in. Bisejevic gets up well ahead of Jack Wilshere. And now there's going to have to try and be some sort of counter-attack, and Grealish will look to launch it. He's got a lot of space on the far end side, but he should have gone high with the pass, not low. But Obiang is tackled, and Lulic, the youngster, has done really well. Now, can they break? Lulic into Abraham, back to Grealish. He's got the run of Lulic. Lulic sees Abraham making moves in the middle, but it's a good block on the cross from Diop, and West Ham hold on. But Zabaleta is nearly tackled in a dangerous position. Tierney sees the run of Weghorst, going to use his strength to hold it up. Back to Tierney. Weghorst was absolutely clattered after giving that ball back to Tierney, and then no foul given as Hernandez picks up that pass up to Hernandez. He's got, I think that's Snodgrass. I was going to say Arnautovic. Snodgrass running in front of him, but that is another foul. This referee is pretty whistle happy, it should be said. Looking long towards Weghorst, who nods it down into Abraham's path. Diop reads it very well. Restos should beat Hernandez, actually doesn't. Wilshere flicks it out to Felipe Anderson. And Villa intercept and just restart. Snodgrass into Hernandez. Good tackle there. Grealish looks to bring this away. Up to Weghorst. It's a poor pass. Actually, Weghorst won't get on the end of that because he's a lumbering giant and not speedy like Timothy Weir. Snodgrass in the middle with a bit of space. Into Hernandez. Back to Snodgrass. Looking for a through ball. But that sums up this game. It's been so bitty from both teams. No one really wanting to dominate it and really take that chance as it's flicked into Abraham. Abraham to Grealish. Now Grealish can, if he picks this pass, oh, I thought Abraham or the guy on the left wing whose name I've forgotten could have been in Saltido, could have been in a right wing. Why am I getting my left and right? It's mixed up today. But Snodgrass comes away with it, lays it back to Felipe Anderson. Outside him is Masuaku. Masuaku has it, holds it up well, put under pressure by Mounier, who keeps that in play, which could be crucial. Abraham looks for a big switch over towards Lulic, who can't get there. Obiang actually brings that off and out of the air quite well, and West Ham will look to build again. Into Saltido, who's not going to beat the leggy Diop there, who just had him on stride distance more than anything, as Abraham Turns, looks to get a shot off. Obiang with a good tackle. And will that put some fire into this game? That challenge there. Wilshere looks to dink it over the top. Retsos should have this covered. Does, back to Bisejevic. And really, this game could definitely end 0-0 because there is not much happening at all. Abraham into Weghorst. Weghorst holds it up. We're just waiting for some sort of inspiration to happen in this game. Lulic with a good bit of skill actually drew Zabaleta in, freed up space for Tierney, who dinks the cross in, and Adrian gets a punch to it, and Wilshere picks the ball up from Snodgrass. Now out to Felipe Anderson, up to Hernandez, who is a very isolated figure. Retsos comes out to try and meet the ball. Snodgrass picks up. Oh, Cabezon flies in, but luckily Snodgrass jumps over him. Meunier tries to get there, does, and picks up a free kick as well because the ref is intent on no contact in this game. Oh, a poor headed clearance falls to Hernandez, who gets a shot off, and that could well be the first shot on target in this game because it has been dreadful. But a dangerous free kick given away by Bisejevic on Lanzini opens up an opportunity for West Ham. It's going to be Snodgrass standing over it. Is he going to shoot? Snodgrass looks to curl it straight into the wall because that's what sort of game it's been. But he does get it back. Snodgrass's cross hits the first man. And yeah, let's just awful. How's that not a foul, referee? That's a terrible shot from range. This game is... It's got 0-0 written all over it unless we can do something magical. And this might be something magical because... No. Abraham into Grealish. Grealish looks to it off. Not even the through balls are working. And that brings to an end one of the most boring halves I've ever played in a football game. Which is not unlike real life. They do happen. But yeah. We've had one shot. They've had 4 on target. Oh my god. I don't remember 4 shots on target. It's really bad. Let's hope the second half improves. Oh wow. Felipe Anderson's come flying out of the traps and won the ball straight from kickoff. As Jack Wilshere looks to give it back to him, but obviously he doesn't. Jack Wilshere's still keeping up to date with how this game's going as Weghorst is tackled there, but I think we might need to bring on Timothy Weir and go for pace up front. But I thought Weghorst was on a big up arrow, which meant he should be playing unbelievably well. So let's try and use him a bit more as a target man. Abraham flicks this out to Saltido. Saltido just goes back to Meunier. Let's try and get more players encouraged in the attack into Abraham. Saltido goes again. Has he got the pace? Masuaku's deceptively quick, and Adrian has kept that on. Jack Wilshere just about holds onto the ball. Referee, stop blowing your whistle. Not everything's a foul if there's just a little bit of contact. God's sake. Snodgrass comes off and they bring on Andrei Yarmolenko, which is a very attacking substitution as Obiang will bring this down. And but he's actually tackled very well. Bisejevic brings it forward into Weghorst. Weghorst up to Abraham. How's that not a foul? He's literally kicked my standing foot. Making making an attempt to get the ball, but nowhere bloody near it. Meunier comes forward, lays it back to Cabezon, but oh god, that's left Hernandez in acres of space. He's offside. Playing the offside trap, wasn't I? Playing the offside trap. Meant that, obviously. Playing the offside trap. He didn't look offside. Playing the offside trap. Let's launch this one up towards Weghorst. See if we can get a knockdown on it. Look, Abraham's waiting there for a knockdown. Instead it went towards Grealish, which was annoying. Hernandez back to Wilshere. Looks to dink one over the top towards Felipe Anderson. Meunier's got to get on his bike. Well, does he? Because I swear everybody knows this has got a 0-0 written over it. I mean, it is at the busy end of a fixture schedule. It's been a long season. It's getting knackering. Abraham has it. He's got a good ball over the top here if we can find him, but obviously he doesn't because that's the sort of game. We might even have to mix up a formation here. We're playing attack. Both teams are technically playing attacking strategy, and Felipe Anderson could be in. Bisejevic doesn't know whether to come or go. He's come to put him under pressure. Good turn from Felipe Anderson. Took too long. It smacks Cabezon in the face. Comes back to Anderson. We've got a good shot off, and Lulic will just about keep this in. And Cabezon's there. Right, nothing silly now. Let's just get this going. Let's go and get a goal. Cabezon up to Grealish. There's a run on from Lulic, and he's not going to get there. Right, we need fresh legs. Abraham's coming off. Could be a controversial substitution, but Abraham off. Timothy Weir on. Can the USA international grab a goal? Obviously son of George. Born to? Well, I guess you can say born to. Son of George Weir, the Liberian president, and that's given away into Hernandez. Lanzini will try and find the run of Zabaleta and does. Zabaleta is held up well. I've suddenly got the hiccups out of nowhere. That's not a foul, is it? That is not a foul. Referee, stop being absolute... Just you want to be centre of attention. You're an idiot. You're a prick. I mean, there you go. I'm going to swear on my channel, which is something I very rarely do. It's not a foul, is it? It's not a foul. Just get up, get on with it. Stop being a fanny. Oh, right. Yarmolenko to put the ball in. The substitute just to put it in. Meunier misses it. Vasevic is there. And it's all a bit of ping pong. If you can hear the massive thunder going off in the background, that's because there's a huge storm going on near my condo. What is going on here? Restos finally decides to take action and put it away. And then it's flicked out towards Lulic into Grealish. Grealish has got runners. It's Restos. Ref, book him. That one is a foul and that one should be a yellow card and is a yellow card. Oh, ref. This ref finally gets something right. But yeah, here we go then. Tierney. Let's dink this one up again towards Weghorst. Weghorst beaten in the air. It's not working. It's not working. Cabezon beaten in the air. It gets it back, loses it. Wilshere picks it up. They've brought on Michael Antonio to replace Lanzini, which is an interesting substitution. As Cabezon has the ball. Has runners in front of him, but just delays it. Gives it to Meunier. Meunier looks to dink this one in. Oh, he needed to get that block on it because that was going to find Timothy Weir's right peg. In it goes to Ludic. Weghorst. Weghorst into Weir. Weir. Oh, just had to go and meet the ball. But didn't. And Obiang got in a good tackle. Hernandez comes forwards. Acts to Wilshere. Back to Anderson. Anderson up to Hernandez. And Felipe Anderson keeping hold of the ball. West Ham, this is the problem. West Ham really aren't going that far. Good tackle from Tierney. Goes out for a throw in. And is anyone tired? We'll bring Victor Moses on for Saltido. How about that? There's a game-changing sub if ever you've seen one. Grealish, a ball through to Weir, who I don't think has got the beating of his man. Looks just to hold on to the ball. That's good play there from Timothy Weir. Good sensible play to hold on to it and wait for support. As Moses has it. Flicks it in towards Weghorst, who just didn't time his jump right. Lulic is tackled very easily by Antonio, who just hoofs it away. I mean, give possession straight back to us. 20 minutes to go. And Villa are still looking for that breakthrough. I'm not going to deny it. West Ham have defended well, but we've not been at our best. No way have we been at our best. As Thorny looks in towards Weghorst, who slips as he tries to turn. And whenever he's been on an up arrow before, he's been absolutely unplayable. But today, West Ham have really defended him well. Michael Antonio on the right-hand side comes up against Smith, puts it in straight into Tierney's feet. And again, it's just summing up the run of this game. Neither team are really taking any chances. But Moses into Weir, back to Moses. Come on, Moses. I jokingly said you'd be a game-changing sub, but you could be in. No, he's not. Didn't have the strength to get away from Creswell. Meunier now. Weghorst has got his hand in the air. Goes into Weir. Weir knocks this back. And that was a terrible decision from Meunier. Not too sure why I put that in the air towards Timothy Weir, but yeah, there we go. As Michael Antonio comes forward and lays it back towards Obiang. Back up to Antonio. Back to Obiang. Looking back towards Antonio, but that game got really old real quick. And Villa dealt with it. Grealish picks it up in a pocket of space. Ref, thank you. Right. Oh, is Weghorst injured? That could be a problem. Could be a problem. A yellow card for Ogbonna. The yellow cards are now starting to really tot up. As Weghorst captain. Why is Weghorst my captain? That's a terrible tackle, like a scissor tackle. But Weghorst is not on the pitch. He's getting treatment, which is a problem because we don't have a big man to hit. So Tierney's just going to take this one short into Cabezon, up to Grealish. Grealish looks to put it into Moses. Moses around the corner to Meunier. Dinks the ball in, even though we don't have a bit in there. Lulic wins the header. Grealish! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. It's in the goal, in the corner. A great strike from Jack Grealish as he gets the goal there. Oh, not really deserved. Pretty crap as well. I mean, Lulic's header went all wrong. It was meant to go back, but it's a, wow. To be honest, it went wrong, but it was a great little knockdown as Grealish runs off celebrating. Lulic getting up well, the youngster. And that's a lovely header, actually. I pressed shoot. He obviously didn't have the connection with it that I wanted him to. But Jack Grealish there, celebrating absolutely wonderfully for the villains. Oh, 1-0. Obiang comes forward. West Ham looking for an instant reply. Zabaleta just forced backwards. I still can't believe Zabaleta's playing. Zabaleta, but it's a good ball through into Antonio. Tries to put us in. Yarmolenko's in acres of space. Sommer out very, very quickly. And now, can we hit Timothy Weir? We can. Knocks it back to Grealish very well. Goes up the line. Weghorst is now back on the pitch. Infield to Moses. Moses sees the run of Weir. Can he flick this on one more to Weghorst? He does. Not really where we want the big man. But he'll just try and hold this up. Maybe pull out some trickery. Wait for the overlapping run. Kick it off the pitch. And our third and final sub is goal scorer Jack Grealish off to be replaced by Vitinho. And yeah, we know Vitinho likes that attacking midfield role. Probably a bit unlucky to not be included in the starting lineup today. But, you know, the chain teams... Teams have to change. We've got to use the squad, and that's just how it is. Coutinho, out it goes to Tierney. That's an overlap on for Lulic here. Lulic looks to put this in the box. Does. Weir over a kick. Oh, what a save from Adrian. And it's cleared away. Timothy Weir, I love his athletic finishing. It's absolutely brilliant. Cabazon with a great interception. And he's actually got a good ball there into Weghorst. Weghorst lays it off to Moses. Sees Vitinho, the sub who's just come on. Vitinho, maybe shooting for a shot. Maybe should have done. Tried to feed the ball through the Isle of a Needle into Weir. And Basejevic will get there first. Vitinho keeps it alive. Back heel into Weghorst. Weghorst into Weir. Weir back to Weghorst. Weir back to... I was getting confused with all the names beginning with W. Out to Philippe Anderson and now West Ham are chucking men forward. It comes to Creswell. Creswell holds onto the ball. Aaron Creswell creates a bit of space for himself. Out to Anderson. Anderson looks to fire it in, but it's blocked very well. And Cabazon will bring this away. And there's Moses making a fantastic run down the right-hand side. And now, if he's got people running in front of him, this could be an opportunity. As Vitinho is in acres of space. Moses tries to pick him out into Weghorst. Weghorst, just took too long to get the shot off. Mounier keeps it alive. But in 2 minutes of injury time, that should now be the game as Creswell holds on to the ball. And there is the full-time whistle. It wasn't the prettiest of games, but it's another win. And it's another win that pinks Aston Villa up the table. Now, I know you guys do want me to up the level of difficulty that will be happening in the next season of the Master League. We had one shot on target and it went in, and it was Jack Grealish's. That is incredible. Whew. Yeah, there we go. We'll just quickly look at the scores. Liverpool winning the Merseyside derby 1-0. Villa beating West Ham. That was us. Arsenal beating Stoke 4-0. United beating Bristol 1-0. Chelsea beating Man City 3-0. Palace beating Spurs 2-0. Bournemouth beating Wolverhampton. Wolves beating Bournemouth 2-0. Huddersfield and Brighton drawing 2-2. Newcastle 1-0 over Leicester. And Watford beating Southampton. It keeps us in 6th position. Potentially we had a nick 4th spot here in the get into the Champions League. Man City really dropping off, and Tottenham ahead at the top of the table. Down the bottom though, Bristol City, Stoke and Crystal Palace all look to be in quite a lot of trouble. Well, we'll leave that episode there. Lots of players increasing under my tutelage, which is good to see. We will be back for another big game of some description. If you've enjoyed it, please let me know. Weghorst has got an injury because of a bad tackle. Lulic also got a bad tackle and has picked up an injury. Let's have a look at the schedule then, and we'll see when we'll be back. Let's go. There's not that many games left, so we're going to the last game. We'll be back for Huddersfield Town in the last game of the season, and then we're playing the old boys again in a testimonial match. So Abraham 2 goals behind Lukaku at the top of the table, us 2 points off Chelsea in 5th place, but what a position to leave it in. Thank you very much for watching, guys, but for now I'm out. Cheers.